Welcome, everybody, to tuning in with Tony. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about fate. This is a really huge subject. This comes up quite often in sessions, and this comes up quite a bit in people when they're talking about what is fate and what do I have control over, right? Because it's really about something in that area. First of all, today's color is red. It's a nice fire engine red, and it is actually linked to perfection of all things. And as soon as that came up, perfection, it says, okay, how does that work? Because, usually red is a root chakra, it's a tribal thing, but we know that, people aren't perfect, that kind of thing. He says, it's not about that. He says, fate itself is an absolutely perfect machine. Nothing needs to be changed. It's perfect. It is perfect in its own way. It is people that want to change it, that want control. That's what makes it imperfect for your journey. But fate itself is absolutely perfect because you can't change it. Anything that's supposed to happen in your life has already happened or is about to happen or is happening now. And there's nothing we could do. Sometimes we'll say to ourselves, how on earth did I manifest this person? Or how did I manifest being in this position? I really didn't do much. And that's fate coming in. That is something that's supposed to happen regardless whether you're ready for it or not. And yes, we do have a certain amount of control along the way. I looked up what fate is in definition. And what the dictionary has said is that fate is a development of events outside a person's control, regarded as predetermined by a supernatural power. It's amazing. We'll talk about that in a second. So of a higher power, the course of someone's life or outcome of a situation, something that is destined to happen. It's quite amazing that even in the dictionary, something has to be supernatural for it to be outside of ourselves. And it isn't super anything. It's just natural. It's natural. What makes it super is we have to say that word for people to perk up. It's part of our belief system. So I'm not really a fan of that particular definition. However, it is a series of events that happen that is outside of ourselves, that we don't have any control over. And thank God we don't, because if something is supposed to happen to us that will make us grow, we don't want to push that back. We don't want to have to hold on to anything, because that will stunt our spiritual growth, that'll stunt our mental growth, and so on. We are beings that have come into this physical form to grow. Whatever you might be thinking, that you have a purpose in life, that is all true to a point. But really, we come in to grow. Our physical, mental, spiritual, everything is about that. This is where I am today. Where will I be tomorrow that will be better? That is the human conditioning. Animals don't do that. The buck, the deer buck, they don't say, oh, it'd be so nice to have a larger set of antlers next year. I'm hoping that I'll get to like 12 points or 18 points. They don't do that. It's just natural for them to evolve in the way they do. But humans have this particular attribute because we want to get better all the time. And that's what we're made for. We come in with our energy, our spirit, our soul. Our soul has to grow through our physical existence. Animals don't really do that. They're here for whatever time. They follow whatever the energies are on this earth, and then they die. That's it. But they go on for millions of years the same way. A lobster, millions of years ago, is the same lobster, pretty much. I mean, there's some differences, but pretty much the same thing as now. So there is no growth in that way. So our soul, when we come into a human, that's something very special. because it's riddled with all kinds of destinies and fate and purpose, and there's goals, and we have the vision to look forward. Of course, we have the vision to look backwards, and that holds us back if we are too focused on those things. But we have that choice. We have the choice.